Hello and welcome to How to Automotive. I'm Brian Essick, and in today's video we're going to talk all about Milwaukee Tools and are they really listening to us and giving us the tools we want. So stay tuned for that. So I get asked all the time, why don't they make this tool with a smaller head, or why don't they design this tool, or they should come out with this tool. And I'm here to tell you that Milwaukee is listening to us, and they have been designing tools for us over the last couple of years, especially for us automotive technicians. These right here are all automotive design tools to be used in the automotive industry. So you may be thinking to yourself, how do I know that Milwaukee is really listening to us? Well, every year they have a new tool symposium where they invite a bunch of people to come out and see all their new products. And then what they do is they have their engineers come out and interview us and ask us questions, about what they think should come out. What do we think of the current tools out there? Should they make any changes to these tools? And we give them our input, and we tell them what we think the pros and cons are, and they write all this down. They also track everything on social media. So everything that you're writing on social media, good or bad, they're listening and watching. So we're gonna go in the shop and we're gonna see all these tools in action, in work, and how they're designed just for automotive uses and how they are actually listening to us, not just, pumping out tools, but they're actually taking our input, taking our advice, and coming out with the automotive tools that we deserve. So we're gonna head into the shop. I'm gonna show you a lot of these tools in action. One of the tools that they just came out with that I'm really excited is the new impact socket. So Milwaukee makes some of the most powerful impact tools on the market, and it only makes sense that they have their own impact sockets. So I retired my original set and put the new Milwaukee Tools set to work. So this is one of those examples where they're listening to us. Everybody's been complaining online that Milwaukee should have their own impact sockets to work with their impact tools, and now they come out with their own line of impact sockets. They're going to range from standard to metric. They're going to have shallow, they're going to have deep, they're going to have just about every impact socket you can think of to do any type of job automotive wise. They're coming out with those as we speak. I've been using them for a couple months and they've been great so far. So Milwaukee's always got to up their game when they put out a new product and make it better than what's on the current market. I've done an in-depth video on these sockets already on the channel. I will link it up in the description. That way if you want to watch that, you can catch that there. So they are listening to us and they're coming out with hand tools, not just their impact tools.
Quite a few of you. You saw us come with the Ratchet Sockets, that's 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch, 3/8 drive. We did a lot of cool things with this, and the reason is because we went out and worked with your users or your viewers and noticed one thing common about every socket. Everyone loses that 10mm socket. We talked to the users and said, hey, how can you prevent me from losing this? We worked with engineering and went back to basic geometry and figured out that round things like sockets roll away. We came up with our 4 flat side sockets a year ago and they've been overwhelmingly successful. Why? Because it eliminates that one thing, the rolling away socket, right? If I were to put that there, it'd be all the way over in PACOT already. Not only does it not roll away, but it also doubles for to be wrench ready. Car engines are getting a lot tighter, a lot smaller, so you're more restricted with space. Having the wrench ready 4 flat sides on there allows you to put a wrench on there or a pair of pliers to really get in there and get the job done without taking everything apart. This year we're very excited to launch our 1/2 inch drive ratchet socket sets. So they'll be available metric, SAE, and both the combination set as well as our breaker bar. So we'll have a 24 inch and a 15 inch for those really stubborn fasteners. Last night we got some questions from quite a few users that, hey, I lost my socket, how can I buy it? We've heard this from your viewers, from you guys, from distributors, from a bunch of our users that they want our open stock. So later this year, you'll see us roll out a full open stock program where we will have over 200 SKUs on the ratchet socket sets and combination wrenches.
So as you just heard the engineer point out some of the things that they're listening to us and what they're doing about it and how they're coming out with it. So they're coming out with all kinds of hand tools that you can see here, tool chest, hand tools, sockets, impact tools. And now we're able to get these tools individually, so if you lose something, you can find that and pick it up. So Milwaukee is constantly listening to us. They're always coming up with new solutions. So this right here is an impact gun made just for tires. So they have a tool just for the tire industry that they came out with recently. So this is another example of somebody asked for this and they developed a product for it. This is one of those tools where I didn't really think I would like it or need it, but after using it every day, it's one of my most valuable tools that I own, is the extended anvil high torque impact wrench. This tool also has unique features such as you're able to set torque parameters and run it down to it hits a certain torque and it'll stop impacting, and then you can go over it with a torque wrench. Another example of them listening to us is everybody asked for cordless die grinders. So they came out with the straight die grinder and they came out with a right angle die grinder. And both of these tools have become game changers. So if they don't come out with new tools, they make improvements to the old versions and come out with new models of it and make drastic improvements. So these are the models here of the mid-torque here, where they just come out with a new generation of it. It's a little smaller, a little bit more powerful, has better lighting. It has more options and features. So they're constantly listening to us and they're tweaking their tools and making them better for us year in and year out. One of the best tools that they came out with where they directly listened to automotive technicians and came out with a quality tool is with their ratchets. So they came out with the extended reach ratchets, the regular fuel ratchets, and they've been amazing in the shop in the day-to-day use. But some people wanted a faster ratchet and they wanted smaller heads on the ratchet. So they went back to the drawing board and they just came out with their new high-speed ratchets. So this is another example of them listening to us and giving us what we need. This tool here has a few pounds less in torque, but it has 200 RPMs faster than the original version. Now there's too many of the tools to list in this one video. I do have most of those have reviews on the How to Automotive YouTube channel. So Milwaukee Tools is listening to you. And they are producing the tools that we want and need. So if there's something out there that you want or need or want an improvement on, make sure you leave comments in videos like this on Instagram, YouTube, whoever's channel it is that reviewing a Milwaukee tool. Milwaukee is listening. So I will link up some of my favorite Milwaukee tools in the description of the video. That way if you need to pick any of those up or want to pick any of those up, you can find those links there. I'm Brian Esser from How to Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, encourage you to subscribe, invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this. Thank you again for watching.